Morning, everybody, and welcome to the my third Nocturne mix match, playing eh1414, one of my co-moderators for the Quarantine Cup. All around great person. Well, I really can't vouch for his overall character, but you know, my experience of it. I don't know if we played, maybe in a Quarantine Cup. I'm not sure. I don't remember playing a tournament match against them, but I mean, possibly in another mix or something. Could be forgetting. Anyway, I guess I can look at the board. So there's a wish stuff. Not a lot of draw. Really not in. I mean, okay, so there's Hound. So a little bit. I guess a 5-2 is not that bad, but not that good either. Okay, they have 3. Spoilers. I don't want the silver. I mean, cemetery hit could be nice, but that's basically the upside of that. I'm just gonna go Secret Cave. I guess tournament. Could be Necromancer. They're a one at a timer. They secretly had 4 and they're really going silver 3, which would make very little sense. There may be a spot to enhance the okay, yeah, that's not crazy as an opening actually. Silver Hound actually is kind of clean. You don't like white have the I can get a cemetery here, I guess. To get cemetery, I guess the option is like a cemetery or a hostelry for triple horse. Which is better? It's a very nice cemetery. It's also a very nice hostelry. The hostelry one, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me think. So the hostelry one, I do have enough uniques either way. Because I have the Hound now. So I have 3 plus 3 unique. I have 6 uniques. Hostelry give me 7. And the horses. So it's like better activation, but of course, long term, it's nicer to trash the cards right away. You still have to basically draw everything to get the activation. I think I'm gonna go with the hostelry. This is a bit sad. I can get triple horse again. I can also get partisan. Cemetery this time looks less appealing for sure. They have one horse? There's a one horse? Okay. I'm gonna be so sad. Okay, I'm not gonna be so sad. Okay, 2. I can even. Could even get a ghost. Could even get a ghost. I can either cemetery. I guess I could have cemeteried away the estate as well. Maybe that would have been better than getting the money. Though it's kind of nice to get a province next turn. How good is Ghost? Like Ghost plus Hound versus versus just a really big hostelry, I guess. Or a fairly big hostelry. Well, you also lose the mirror, so there's that. Okay. They get an activation. Then I guess they can buy a province. Pretty sad. I was hoping to draw another thing worth trashing, but I didn't, so my ghost is gonna hit a wish for sure. Oh wait, let me see if I forgot about Faithful Hound. That should make followers less appealing. I don't know if it'll make it sufficiently less appealing, but shoot. Do we want like a snowy or scepter or artisan? I feel like I need to buy province this turn, though maybe that's not true. Well, bummer. So there's a tournament on top. There's a tournament on top. I guess I cannot province yet. The ghost wish was so sad. I knew it was gonna happen. I can enhance the gold. That's true. I don't know if that's that good, but all right, I'm just gonna get I hate doing this. Gonna get another tournament so I have 8 here. I need to get more hounds. Need more hounds for sure. I don't think the followers is gonna be a big deal. To be honest. This was always like a thing that could happen. Fortunately, I get to block here. Any tournament plays, though he may still get another prize out of it. Pretty likely to. Now very, very, very likely to. Now all but guaranteed. Should be guaranteed. You can live without the prizes here. Like, Princess is very nice. Princess is really nice here, but the board has enough stuff that you can make it work without prizes. It's just more of a pain. What makes it a pain, especially right now, is that I don't have Bizer gains in my deck. So I basically have to like buy an artisan or a snowy village. He can keep building. No, ask. I'll grant anything. Yeah, I need an artisan. Bag of gold is not like the worst thing ever here because of enhance. Can just increase draw. Yeah. Looks good. Holy cow. This is bad. I don't even want I don't want another prize right now. This is not the turn I want at all, to be frank. I guess this is just my deck though. This is so annoying. I have to just like buy an artisan. I want the ghost thing to happen on a different. Basically, I want that big turn on a turn where I already have the gainer. Yeah, this is an issue that I didn't pick up buy or gain at some point. I was hoping for princess, but that didn't happen. I don't know if it was reasonable to like angle for having princess or not. It's like if I have princess and that turn looks like trash, like 60 cards. And hit something nice. Maybe a bunch of horses or maybe just double cemetery trash. There's way more of the Hostery Hound pairs. I don't know about second artisan. To be honest, I would have just gone with draw there. I think myself. Okay, well at least I'm gonna maybe get a good cemetery. That's worth something. Pretty sad that we didn't play the ghost, but Honestly, that was a pretty good turn. He might take bag of gold. No. Oh, this is the end of their draw. Okay. That's something. Yeah, the sad hits are like I'll just put a hound on top. Actually, maybe I get the snowy this turn and draw it when I get to, and then I get to. Maybe he'll let me. Maybe I get this. I can still buy hounds. I'm trying to think. I get the snowy. Go ahead and play it. If anyone ever has enough draw on a turn, they can empty the scepters. It takes quite a bit of draw though. You have to have a lot of cards in hand when you do it. That was pretty interesting lowering. I'm not sure it was correct. I don't have the gains, like I lack a gain to I only have 3 gains, so I can't pile, but I mean I can pile if my hand's big enough and I find the artisan, which is pretty close to it. Maybe this is already sufficient. Oh yeah, it's like way more than sufficient. Doesn't really matter what. So I can gain a cemetery at the end. Artisan Scepter when you play, choose one or replay. Yeah. It's just auto piles. I don't know what the last card is, but Oh, my artisan is behind this thing, so it's hard to click. I would be like fully okay with him not making me click this out. But okay. Gotta steal them when you can. What the heck? Oh, am I muted? Okay. Whoops. Is he getting the table ready? There's nothing typing in. Okay, so another cemetery board, museum and orchard, another tournament, hunting party's good, village is lacking. So the question is, do you keep the estates or not? At the start, you don't. And I think you open Hermit. There's definitely something to be said for having the Shepherd deck and just having that work, but maybe you can get them back with followers or something. Hopefully we see an estate, I guess. I don't know if there's anything nice if we have 5. I guess 5 in and of itself is okay. Would have been nice to get a 3 here, but can't complain too much about the hunting party. Obviously, the dream trail is like buy hunting party, trash estate, gain silver, maybe buy another, or possibly just get a hermit and get a madman or something. But yeah, I mean that probably is the dream, is to get the madman because you have 8 in deck. I mean, you have 8 in deck from the very start, or no, you don't. But anyway, after the open you do. So this is gonna draw either the pasture tournament or a hermit. I assume he's gonna replace the hermit. Oh, there's mirror too. Okay, never mind. I forgot about mirror. 1, 2, 2, 3. So I have 7. This could just be another hunting party. And there's some cemetery stuff you could think about doing. But then your money's down. You could also get a treasure. I guess you can get a bunch of ghosts here. This is pretty easy. Hermit, madman. The treasure is doing a lot of things here. You might have a province already. I think follower, or not followers, I think like steed is actually probably the best prize on this board. I don't know. I guess with the ghost, multi-ghost, maybe it's not, but... It's funny, every spirit comes from this is like an exorcist board, except it's 3 different cards, giving the 3 different things. So go ahead and cemeteries, which looks reasonable to me. This is not gonna find madman. This is gonna find like tournament pasture treasure. Maybe all of them. I could get a ghost and buy a hunting party. I can also province, I think, pretty easily. I think I'm gonna go for the province because I think the prizes are pretty good. The other, I mean, there's other building you could do for sure. You can just get lucky. I mean, the province is nice because he has tournaments, so you are blocking, but me getting a prize and blocking too is like super, super lucky on my end. This is either take key cemetery, even a madman in this next turn, so I'm probably getting another prize. Or get a hunting party, just trash 1 and get a hunting party. Shepherd's not crazy. Maybe take Shepherd soon. This turn will for sure be a this turn will for sure be a get get some stuff. I have no idea what I'm saying. a cemetery. I could get a ghost here. Yeah, that was looking pretty over. The I was gonna go Province Shepherd, and then I was gonna get followers too, and then start getting ghosts, I think, on the next turn. I don't know if I would have played followers right away, but I would have taken it just for the sake of having it for later once the terminal stuff was a little better. I guess I was drawing decks, so the ghost was going to be a little hard, but I would have been able to buy. Since I had Princess, I was going to be able to buy an action or gain one with Hermits. So. I guess I'm gonna go Peasant Falconer here. Could go Peasant with an enhance, but I don't think that's the play. Probably don't do too much menagerie. You could do a little. It feels like it's more werewolf and just village stuff. The villages aren't like outstanding, but yeah, it's like he's getting to do well or enhance for his peasant, which I could mirror, but I think I just want the falconer. This could be a ghost town. I'm gonna do more enhances. I mean, I will do enhances for peasants and for hounds later on, but okay. The only thing I can gain that brings me right up to the end of the shuffle is a menagerie. Wishing Well and Ironmonger both trigger. This doesn't actually help me at all. Right? Like it just doesn't. It just straight up doesn't matter. I guess it lets me get a peasant to hand, which is nice. Yeah, I guess it does help. It's not the case that it helps none. There could be something to enhancing, but now I can get like an Ironmonger. And in fact, he's like, there's a pretty good chance that he buys a multi-type, yeah. Now the question is, do I get another falconer or do I just take the werewolf? Just gonna go with the werewolf. He's a little further ahead on the... I mean, he's a, you know, first player. So we'll see how this all works out. I think you can play without... You can play without teacher here. Whether you should, I don't know yet. It's a nice falconer. Pretty nice. I mean, if I thought he was gonna play soldier, but he's not, so... Otherwise, this would be like an easy menagerie. Pretty easy menagerie. If this were a copper, it'd be hard since I'm amped right off the coast now. I guess I have fugitives, so there's like... Maybe it should have been a menagerie. I don't know. They got a good... Pretty good thing going right now. It's the sad reveal. Yeah, like this is okay, but I really wanted to find the peasant. Or not the peasant, the werewolf would have been really nice. So he's got loose actions here, and then this is not that action heavy. Obviously I'm getting the ghost town down, which helps, but... It could be a second or another ghost town. For sure. Could just be another ironmonger. They did keep their disciple. It's a weird... It's a pretty weird disciple choice. I mean, I guess it could be forced on you. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it can be forced on you. By the sequence there. It's not a good disciple play. This is great, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and disciple a werewolf. Since it lets me do this. Which is cool. So there goes the ironmongers. I don't know what the split ended up being. We can just try and maybe attack. Or have it top decked or whatever. I gotta think. Like, what are we doing here? What does the build look like? How do you get... Because I don't think it's crazy to get a teacher here. That may be the best payload. Being able to put plus action on something may be the best payload. There's also soldier stuff with werewolves. Famine's not too exciting. I think I want the teacher. I think I want it. They don't have any buys right now. Well, they have the Falconers, so that's not exactly true. They can get buys. I don't know if he has the draw to support that many Falconers in deck. Now he's up to 3. I mean, it's good card here, but I don't know if you want that many of them. Like, I just don't know if that's the Disciple target, but it's probably okay. Menagerie seem kind of hard to hit here. Surprised that's not like a Ghost Town buy. Like double Ghost Town even. Or like I think Ghost Town Werewolf looks a little nicer than... Guess if you already have 2 coming in, it's not... Maybe not a big deal. I guess the first Menagerie is pretty easy to hit. You should have all the pile control here. Well, it does have all the pile control here. Oh, the first one didn't even hit. Didn't find Disciple for Werewolf, I guess. Now found some stuff, probably. He should probably score a little bit this turn. Assuming he doesn't have a finish. I don't want, I mean, I can't 3-pile, but, you know. If I give buys to Ironmongers, I can empty the, no. Empty the estates. I don't know, $16. I don't have anywhere close to $16. So you have a pile out? Should definitely I'm not even sure what I can call. I mean, nothing I can call really makes that much difference. Again, just plague. I got bad omens. That's just boosting my fairgrounds. It's a classic blunder. I wonder if his fairgrounds are already worth I don't know, worth anything. So I'm gonna play for him like dudding, basically. I gotta find the werewolf though. And this is gonna be super overdraw. Not like, I'm not gonna have the actions to play everything I'm doing on the overdraw. I think we're close to it. Just gonna take a conclave or a well or something. Take a well. They need to go with the conclave. They're not gonna dud. They must already have drawn hand, so so how much money is this? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14. So I don't need to play the other werewolf for I can play it as an attack. I guess I can enhance the awning. That's not that. I mean, I guess it's okay. If he has menagerie, then it doesn't. It's definitely not helpful. Is it useful to have additional buy versus the additional money? But right now I had about balance between the two, I guess, as far as things I wanted to buy. I can always gain more buy, but I may not have the actions to play it, is probably the issue. Oh, jeez. What is this? What kind of hand is this? I don't deserve this. I do deserve it. I 100% deserve it. Well, fortunately, the game won't last beyond this turn anyway, I don't think. They should be able to empty the werewolves pretty easily. Werewolves ghost downs like super easily. I mean, it does depend somewhat on the sequence you draw things. But it doesn't depend super much. It doesn't for them. They don't have to score, so. They have in fact. I mean, at this point, you don't have to keep. No, I'm kidding. It's fine. I do that. I do that stuff all the time. Look at all those teachers. Well, you know. Here we are. I guess I'll wait for them to make a table. Oh, yeah, one game 2 and then one game 3. One more game left. Well, it was already clear I couldn't, right after the first werewolf game. Unless he thinks my I'm like perched, ready to click, don't react. I mean, this one had no landscapes. No landscapes. Wishes galore. It'll be a little weird. I think Den is really good here. You can do some Ghost Town Bridge Troll stuff, but like it won't work that well. There's no trashing. That's the real problem. Like we'll probably pile out here, but it'll be pathetic decks doing it. So you could do Secret Cave Silver, I guess. I mean, if you have 5-2, you can do a lot of different things, but I mean, you can open with a Hound in any case, I guess, if you wanted to. Definitely possible for like the early lamp winner to get way ahead here. I mean, I guess that's always possible. Five two is probably a little better than the 4-3 here. 2-5, 5-2, either one. You can do Guardians. Ghost Towns help activation. Guardians make activation strategic, potentially a tactical, strategic. I don't know what I'm saying. Potentially a thing where you buy a Guardian because you know it'll allow you to activate the lamp on your next turn. This is not the hand you want to see the Secret Cave with. Maybe it's okay though. Okay. Just go ahead and get the Den. I'm not sure you want a Falconer here. Draw is really precious on this board. And so it's like, what does this amount of money do for me? Just literally nothing. Just does nothing. I could buy a province. Wahoo. Just gonna get another Den. It allows me to mask that I had my silver in hand. It's like, what? This is for sure not anything special as well. It's not even what's better, Ghost Town or Hound? Now this hand, this turn could get there if we see the lamp. Well, if we see the lamp now, it does get there, right? Now there's still another unique needed. Okay, not quite. So now it's not really that helpful to play the that was a bit sad, all told. What can you do? There's also a sad effect where additional dens mean the den no longer count for your lamp stuff. How much do I have? $7. I don't have to reveal I have the whatever that does for me. 8 would be a double 10. I would just do it. I mean, I'm not getting around to it on my next turn anyway. I'm not getting around to the lamp. And they're activating. Fortunately, no, they're going to trigger, aren't they? They probably have dens. I would have bought another den. I would have just bought another den over bridge troll. You can gain the bridge troll off your wishes. So I would have just gotten 4 dens in play there. If I were him. But probably won't matter too much one way or the other. But that looks better to me. Since the buying of the den gives you immediate effect, and then drawing wish one way or the other is like the same as drawing bridge troll on the next shuffle if you want a bridge troll, so. People do that a lot with their buys sometimes. It's like when it's a mixture of buys and gains you can do in the future. Adding, and it's not like it's always wrong to do this style of buying it, but particularly with wish where it's just like straight up a thing that goes into your hand, these kinds of orders don't make a lot of sense. That was a bit of a sad sequence there. I don't know that it like impacts my buys in any way, but yeah, so like now you're doing wishes for dens when those things already automatically go to your hand when you buy them. So it maybe looks a little weird. It's like even wishing for like a gold or something might be better there. I don't know. I don't know what his hand was, so it's really hard for me to say, but just gets 1 den down. That's pretty nice for me. Well, I only get 1 den down too, so. What is this situation here? They played all their wishes, right? So they're at 3 gains. Maybe 3 gains at the start of their turn. And maybe they can get to like 4 or 5. But 6 is probably not good enough. Basically, I'm thinking of triple ghost towning here. Oh, that's just not even, yeah, this is like totally safe. I don't know if it's totally good, but it's totally safe. Pretty sad we didn't find another den, but that's okay. He's gonna need to score here or he'll have some issues. And he can't like take ghost towns because that's problematic as well. I'm probably in pretty good position just off first player stuff here. The extra turn's gonna mean quite a bit. If I find I had the market square, so the market square was doing good work for me there. It's like he has to green, but he can't really green that much, you know? There's not great ways to score here. He could get a couple castles. He could get 3 of the castles, but my last card is like a Den and a Wish. Ghost Town looks really weird to me. Another Ghost Town would be terrifying, in my opinion. The points play looks pretty good. And they're the big Den play. Still not a lot of Ghost Towns though. I think I'm just gonna have it though. Like I think it's pretty much guaranteed. If I get 3 bridge trolls now, then everything costs not very much. I'll have to do 3 buys and I'll have 5 buys. Can I get a province? I'm gonna have $4, so I can't get a province. I may be short here actually. Without finding the market square, I may be short. I can attack him. So the triple bridge troll provinces cost 4. Oh, provinces cost $4. Duchies cost. Well, I'll have 5 buys. 5 buys. I have to spend 3 to finish the piles. The other alternative is to buy a bunch of duchies. Duchies cost 1. He also didn't get a lot of trolls down. He's not getting more than 3 in play. Not getting more than 3 in play. But that might be enough to end it on a win. There may be some world where I do discard to this, so I need to actually have a plan for my buys before I decide that. The other option is to not wish for a bridge troll, to wish for like a if I go max duchies, I get 5 duchies, I'll have 18 points. Which a small castle And the next thing does get him there, but he'll only have, so he's max 3 gains. So he still wouldn't have a pile out. Do I need the money to get the 5? I can't even buy 5 of them. I can buy a small castle. But I can't buy 5 of them anyway. But I do need to play the copper, so he could get the 4 buys, but that doesn't win. I don't think. There's probably a win here that I'm just not seeing. Can he do triple? Can he get that money? Can he do triple? If everything costs 2. Oh, I can't even do the amount of things I thought I could do anyway. Just like period. He may just went on province. I think I need the estate. The hope is just that I'm like too far ahead points wise. I don't know. There's a way he can score. Market Square is my last card, I think. He may just go further into the castles this turn. Big ol' hand to work with for sure. Fortunately, a lot of it is like bridge trolls, so they're not playable. Well, I don't know what he actually drew. I mean, for all I know, he drew exactly 2 bridge trolls, so it's all playable. I'm not going to see a lot of my shuffle, so I mean, particularly if he attacks me. Like, they just had enough money. I don't know if there's something better for me to do there. I have to go back. I probably missed a win. What's the game number? I wasn't really thinking all that well. What do I go back to? Like 47? I don't know. Bum 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 bum. I should have booted up a one with one from his perspective. Yeah, this is what the bot does: buys 3 golds and gains a silver. I mean, I'm just thinking from here. Yeah, it's like I can't empty and buy province. And this isn't enough points. So that's no good. I can take a bunch of castles, but I mean, I can certainly make the game last longer. And what's the best play here? Opulent versus small. Like small gets me. This gets me. I don't have any of the things that are counting castles, so. Neither one gets me a second. Or can I get both? Can I get 3? I think that takes away too much money. If I play a small castle here. Maybe not if it trashes itself. Maybe just not, period. Yeah, I can get a bunch of castles. I can get a bunch of points. And it still lowers piles. I mean, then what do they do on their turn? Like, there's not a win off this for them, I don't believe. King's Castle is worth like 4 points. I mean, I can't buy anything with that buy. It's like, let's see what my hand looks like. I don't know what he does in response. Like, he's gonna have to score some in response, right? And then I get to do basically nothing. But I might take like an estate. Like, I don't know how many points he's up to now. We can play it out. Let's play it out. Let's get an alt. Because I'm curious. I'm curious. This is a bonus new. When do I play Honda? 12:30. 17, 12. I play Honda in an hour. Join name. Kick order Addington. Player order random. Player order. Okay, so basically it's completely changing up the wish plays. We're just gonna play this line. We kind of already goofed around with it. He's got to put 2 on deck, but it doesn't matter that much. They're gonna draw past them all. Okay, so the small here is gonna kill this. I guess there is a. Let's say we want the points. Let's say we're doing a max point play. So we're gonna do it like this. And then buys, we don't want copper curse. Okay. So on his turn, he's drawn. Just to describe it to everyone, he's drawn a bunch of junk, basically. Well, a bunch of treasure, actually. It's not really junk. But there's like no way there's a win for them at this point because the king castle doesn't score enough. And they have to take the ghost towns, which are free, but they have 4 buys. Quite a bit of money. $7. Can get up to 3 bridge trolls. Well, we'll get 3 bridge trolls in play, so provinces cost 5. So they can get some province duchy. Like if they're thinking now, they just have to catch up on points. They probably can't just, I mean, so they have this secret cave in hand. They also drew 0 dens, right? Just so that's clear. So they have a ghost town, but that's it. And they have 0 dens. They actually have $8. I was wrong, but let's say they do this line. I'm just gonna play one out because it's like I'm not actually sure. Like there wasn't a win, so they have to catch up in the points. So some of these things are somewhat forced. And then they have a decision whether to take a ghost town or not, or like guardians. As well, and basically they could take guardians. Or they could take estates if they're trying to catch points. So I don't know which way they would scramble from this position. And there are a few reasonable-ish looking things. Like okay, so the only way I'm gonna pile out is if I draw opulent with a lot of green cards. I have no bridge trolls down, or if I find small castle. But if I do find small castle, then piling super easy if they take ghost town. On the other hand, like let's say they go for that. Let's say they go for me full dudding on not finding the thing to get kings. So they just go because they don't have good duration night stuff in hand. So they're just gonna try basically to do something this turn. So now that or basically hope I don't do anything this turn and that the next turn they get something more exciting using the ghost towns. And I don't have anything, so I can like buy an estate or I can buy a guardian. And let's just try guardian. I don't know if that's right. So I'm getting quite a few dens down. I have secret cave, I have guardian. In fact, I even have small, so I'm gonna win on my next turn if they don't have basically a win here. But in fact, they draw enough trolls so that this line actually does win for them. If they do decide to take the 2 ghost towns, it's of course a gamble because I could draw the small castle. Or opulent is a little harder actually to hit fully the 10, but small castle is really my only out. So they end up winning this way. But it seems, I guess it's not totally clear which line is actually better after having played it. I mean, having played the shuffles, it seems like the castle line gives me a few more turns, and it puts them in some potentially awkward decisions. Like if they choose not to go for the ghost towns, if they choose not to go for the ghost towns, I don't know what they go for in that instance. Maybe well, no, I corrected it to 4 at some point. I mean, they had 3 bridge trolls they could play. I knew they could finish, but it depended on the money. I mean, I knew I was exposing myself to potential pile out. But I hadn't thought about the castle line at that point. They can also hold off on the ghost towns since they have 1 in hand. Like if they do guardian, I don't even know what the buys would be, to be honest. Double guardian doesn't seem that good, but we'll see how it kind of goes. I still have just my basic cruddy turn. And then their turn is good enough to buy King's Castle, but not good enough to pile, but they would probably take it in a couple of states. Okay, so now I've drawn. See, now I have opulent, but I don't have buy. So I definitely can't end it, but I could play opulent. Actually, I don't need to play opulent, right? Because I had guardians down, so they didn't attack. So I can play bridge troll and go. Oh, also a secret cave. I forgot a secret cave. Yeah, so I can't pile at this point, but I can go province duchy, play ghost town. A bit sad, of course, to have the thing that. Then they can go probably bridge troll, right? Yeah, I don't know how they do the angle here. It's like you might split across some. Triple estate is probably not that good. You might go estate guardian. And I draw jack squat. Again, double estate, but that's probably, I can't even double estate. So like, I don't know what I would buy on my turn. Maybe, I mean, he's gonna win. I can see it on the hand, but I don't know what I would buy if I buy guardian. It gets messy. Some of the lines, and then they get to empty the estates here. But probably there was a ghost town duchy finish too. Anyway, that was some possibilities for how the end game could have played out differently. I don't know if it was all that informative, but it was sort of interesting to see how the castle line went. But thank you all for watching, and I'll see you later.